and now I follow quite a few owls.
Did you say owls?
Yeah, on Instagram. I tell you what, life-changing. Owls and whales. Not the place, though it was, their day yesterday, but like...
You're going to have to explain more with that.
Oh
What?
my God. I don't think there's anything cuter than an owl. Life can be really serious, so I think you have to balance it out with something that just makes you feel good. Do you know what episode is this? How many have we done? This is the third for me?
Third for you, it'll be the sixth one in total.
Wait a minute, you've been doing this without me?
Yeah.
What? With who?
A woman called Jerry, I've done one with.
I'm upset.
She was a psychologist.
Yeah? You had to think about that then, didn't you?
Yeah, you know when the guy's completely, my mind went completely
I think
blank.
it's the weather. I think it's so horrible.
Oh, it
sucks.
So obviously I started yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, you did.
It was raining, so I even thought about... So I was going to get up at 5.
Okay.
Have a coffee, sort my life out, go for a walk, start the day fresh, right? Then go. Then come in here and do the next parts. Raining. But
you're doing it in March.
Well, this is
they call April showers. We're 1 month away from that. It's good.
Yeah. Well, anyway, weather. I've done it. I got some footage.
Okay. How did it go?
I did 4.3 miles yesterday.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Not quite the 5 that I was aiming for.
What was the reason why you couldn't get to the 5? Was it just timing or just the weather or both?
It was timing, the weather, the time of day that I was doing it rather than getting up.
Gotta get up.
Like
gotta get up.
Right, okay. How many miles did you walk today?
This morning. Oh, well, I'm gonna go back out again. So probably like 3 miles. Yeah, 3 miles.
How long did that take you?
Like an hour and a half.
Right.
Yeah.
Look how agile you are. It wasn't easy. It was fun. Obviously, did your little thing. So I started off at my house, up this road behind us, down into Arlington Business Park.
You're going to get bored with that. You're going to get bored with that.
I'm going up to do... Tonight I'm doing it on the treadmill.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to do it inside the gym. Just because of the weather. It was only slightly raining, but obviously where you're constantly out in it eventually.
Oh, yeah. You're soaked through.
It's soaked through. Then I'm going to do Tylehurst the day after.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
But didn't you say you texted me, was it yesterday?
Didn't you drive past me and I ignored you?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. On purpose as well. I saw you.
I was literally out there in the rain, walking for a charity, and you blanked me like you didn't even know me.
Yeah. Do you know what? Day 1. Why should I know you? Fine. Day 45, you're not doing that many days, but like day 22, then they'll be like, oh, he's still out there. I'll be waving, got banners, woo, little party poppers. I'm excited. Day 1, I'm like, expect it. Get out there.
Get out there, get out in the rain. That's pretty much, obviously, I put it on the Facebook group for the 100 miles for Mind. And everyone's like, yeah, I love walking in the rain. Good for you. Well, obviously now I've worked out walking in the rain for some people helps with their mental health.
Yes.
It wasn't too bad. It was just more annoying that you constantly having to wipe your face. It's not like I've got hair to
What are you doing? Are you listening to anything? What are you doing?
So I was listening to a bit of the radio.
Right.
I actually took your advice and started listening to other podcasts.
Not just your own voice.
So I listened to that Jeremy Rogan. Sorry.
Oh, Jeremy Rogan.
Jeremy Rogan.
Is this a new one?
No. You know full well.
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan. Yeah. Oh, so I listened to one of, just to obviously get some ideas.
Just one of his 1,600.
It was, yeah, it was like, well, which one do you pick?
Well, I normally think with podcasts is what you should do is you should go and pick the one that they're talking to of someone they know. So they have like a Louis Theroux on there or Brian Cox on there or they have a Russell Brand on there and then you can get into it because I love finding out about new people that I never knew. I listen to it probably daily and that's 3 hours because I do a lot of walking.
Yeah, they're not short podcasts, are they?
No,
they are some serious discussions.
I think the longest one is 5.5.
Talking.
Yeah.
Wow.
But they're also drinking. I think what we should do is we should incorporate that into our...
That's going to help me to get drunk the day before we do a walk. But
you're only walking. You're not going to be doing... I mean, it's a long walk, but you're not having to do like a triathlon. I can't even say that word, triathlon.
No, but they're blessed. There's one guy in the group that we're on. He's doing 19K runs.
What, a day?
A day. So he's gone out above and beyond where he needs to go.
Maybe I should start sponsoring him instead of...
I will get that 100 quid out of you.
You are going to get out of me, but you got to do it.
Yeah. Well, so far you owe me £4.30p.
I'm on it. I'm good for it. I'm fine.
What for the £4.30p?
Yeah.
Okay, because somebody obviously watched the podcast.
No, one person.
We're doing great. We've got
doing
one.
well.
So we know it definitely works.
Hey man, if we keep on doing it and we keep on doubling our figures and we get 2 next time, that's like 100% viewership.
We're doing great, right?
Yeah, smashing it.
They basically tagged me in.
What did they say? Oh,
for April.
Right.
It's for a good cause. It's called Shelter.
Mm-hmm. What are you having to do?
But so can we just hang on?
No.
We do
I'm already busy. But
no, you could do this at your home.
Okay, go on.
You could do this in the mornings. We just need to make sure you video it.
Is it showering? I don't do that at home. So I wait to the gym.
Better than eating lentil bunnies from the bin, right? That are rats chewed.
If you don't know what we're talking about lint bunnies from last week. If you want to know what that story's about, go and watch it.
Which is episode 5.
Okay. Or 3 for me.
It's
2 for
basically
me.
doing press ups.
Oh, I do it anyway.
100 a day.
I do it anyway. What are you looking at me for? Do you want to feel the muscle?
It's the jacket, right?
What do you mean about the jacket?
Nothing.
Just saying I've got skinny arms is what you're trying to say. I mean, let's do a little poll. Do I have really skinny arms? You can do yes or no. We can work it out. Compared to yours.
You're doing 100 press ups a day.
I do 100 press ups a day. Do you want to feel?
And walking.
Yeah. Okay, no, I'm not messing around. I'm going to move this here. That's going to annoy Gallen. That's right. We'll go for it here. Here we go.
Oh.
Let's go.
There's going to be some fans out there now.
Go.
Shit.
I told you.
Genuinely.
I told you. 100 a day. 100 a day. Yeah, no, don't do that. It sounds stupid.
Come on, guns out. If we've started, you've got to let the viewers see it. There's going to be fans out there.
Yeah. So what I did is I did a challenge, and it was to do 100 press-ups in a row, and you had to build up to it. So you have to do 100 every day, but you have to do it without stopping in the end. And that's what I tried to do. Oh, yeah, I'm up for that.
Mate, I was up.
I told you, it's a jacket.
It was actually the jacket. I'm actually quite shocked.
Just stripping on the podcast. And showing off muscles. How stupidly macho and sort of toxic masculinity. Show my muscles for my press ups. Anyone can do this. You can do it.
We want fans.
Yeah.
We want fans. So
we've got one so far. It's fine.
We've got one. We might have another one. Because someone actually mentioned another podcast.
Oh,
what's he called? Purple. He's black guy that loves touching muscles.
Oh.
He went to prison for it.
We need to find out. Callan, can you just Google that up and find out what that might be? Because we have no idea. Don't Google that.
It was on a podcast talking about it. He's got a fetish for touching muscles, and if he literally walks up to me, he went to prison for it.
What?
He went to prison.
Callan, don't Google this.
Don't
Google what you're googling.
It's you get people that are obsessed with touching certain. He's got an obsession with touching.
Okay.
Muscles.
Well.
PG Callan.
Anyway, so
yes,
let's go back into it. You're walking 100 miles from Mind.
Yep.
You did your first one yesterday. You did just under 5.
Yes.
So that does mean you have to catch up some time.
Yeah, so I've got to do... So I did 4.3.
Yeah.
So I've got to do 5.7 today.
Yeah.
To balance it back out for the week.
That's a lot. And do you know what the time is? 2.
I'm doing this at 8 o'clock tonight.
It's cold and dark and raining.
Yeah,
I mean, it's raining.
This is why I'm doing it in. This is why I'm doing it in the actual on a treadmill.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna do it on the treadmill.
Yeah.
It's a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so hard.
Did you say on a treadmill before? Did I just miss that?
Yeah, I did.
You're talking about guys just touching people's muscles, and I thought, do you know what I thought? It was like a Reiki kind of thing, and but no, it was more of a rapey kind of thing. It was
no, but it's not. It's not like that for him. It's genuinely it's a weird obsession.
That just sounds strange.
It's so strange.
Sounds like a weird documentary on Netflix. Are you watching anything right now? What are you watching?
I watched The Vikings of Valhalla. I watched that all in 2 days.
Oh, both of you are on this.
Wow.
Oh, it's good.
Wow. Oh, my God.
I've not even heard of it.
It helped my mental health.
Really?
Yeah, it was like a proper, literally Netflix binge.
Wow.
On that. It was.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It was originally, the original one was The Vikings on Amazon Prime, wasn't it? Yeah, and obviously this is 100 years later after.
It's like your walk.
It's going to take me 100 years to do 100 miles. People are like, when I've told them I'm in the gym, like, would you like to sponsor me? They're like, if you complete it, we will sponsor you.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, well, you doubting I'll do it? They just looked me up and down and went, can you prove it? I was like, I can prove I can prove today's.
What I will say is, yeah, I want to see the tracking of it. I want to see like what you've actually done. But also, if you don't do it, I'm not going to give you any money. You have to do 100.
I will. No, I'm going to do. So each day, what I've done is taken a picture.
I'll give you £99 if you do 99 miles. Is fine. I literally
so
said
if I do 200,
yeah.
So if I do 1,000 miles,
yeah, but you have to prove it.
Each day,
yeah. There is no way. Callan, can you find out how long it would take to walk 1,000 miles, and can you do it in 1 month? I'm going to guess no.
Is that, do you reckon that's why it's not the challenge?
I think we'll stay at 100.
Okay.
Yeah, 1,000 miles. That's quite far.
Yeah.
Like, all the way around the UK.
That's pretty far, right?
Mm-hmm.
Someone's also, so obviously we're on about doing the press-ups.
Yes.
Which I thought was
so we're going to do that in March, or we're going to do that April?
It's April. It's the press-ups in April.
So walking, then press-ups, and then...
Yeah. And then somebody else has come straight in there.
Oh.
I think you might enjoy this one because seems right up your street.
Okay, what is that?
Have you ever heard of the 3 Peaks Challenge?
No. Peaks, not pigs.
Peak.
The
3 Pig Challenge.
What, you have to build a house out of straw, one out of wood, and then one out of brick. And then you got to try and blow it down.
So apparently, like Snowdonia, all them kind of mountains.
Okay.
The challenge is to do all 3 of them in 24 hours.
Yeah, not happening.
No. I was like,
I don't even think I could do it ever. I've got a bit of a sore hip. You're doing it?
What, the 3 Peak Challenge?
Just one of them. Ben Nevis.
Well, my question is, because you'll be able to answer this one, will you be able to do that in 24 hours? Or because aren't they in different parts of the country?
No, so Ben Nevis is in Scotland.
Yeah.
Snowdon is obviously in Wales.
Yeah.
Pikes in England.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's 3 different.
Yeah.
Scotland, work your way down.
But you must have to include travel time, right?
You're not going to do that in 24 hours.
Well, I was thinking 1 a day.
Yeah, maybe 1 a day.
But obviously, the 100 miles will build up my fitness to climb a mountain, right?
You're going to be complaining all the way up and then all the way down.
Well, someone that did it took them 4 hours to get up and 3 hours to get down.
Yeah, but it's gravity.
Yeah, but it's the 4 hours getting up. But obviously, it would be for a good cause, right?
I would bring a nice picnic. What would you have in your bag? What would you have as a sandwich or wrap? I don't know what sort of
Well, for lunch,
confectionery you're going to go for.
I had a sub.
Yeah,
About this big egg and bacon.
For what, from Subway?
No.
From where?
From the BP garage. I walked in there to go and get some fuel. I wouldn't mind. I brought actual lunch with me. See, I was like, ooh, that looks nice. So I'm having that.
So we've got walking, we got press-ups, and then we've got this peak challenge that you might look to do.
I'm not doing that by myself. So either you come with me on all 3 of them.
It's not happening.
I am not going. Could you imagine talking to yourself for 4 hours?
I wouldn't talk to you. I'd just listen to 2 Joe Rogan podcasts. I'd be done.
Oh, we're here. The podcast is finished. That's it.
That's
Back
it.
down again.
Done. Finish.
I couldn't do that. I'm not saying I couldn't climb it.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't climb it I think I would be bored out of my mind.
There's loads of stuff going on in the world right now, and news has been on cycle. Obviously, we kind of do that a lot. We had it with COVID, we had it with Prince Harry and Meghan beforehand, and now we've got stuff going on in Ukraine and Russia. What do you do to not focus on those sort of developments? Because I think they're quite stressful, and for, mental health sort of things, I don't know if it's great to sit down and watch all of it. So I think you should be mindful about what's going on in the world.
I've had to stop, I'm not going to lie, I've had to stop a couple of days ago watching it.
Okay.
Do
you get it? Do you get those situations? Because sometimes I'm like, is it? I don't know if I get it sometimes. You know what I mean? And when it's always on loop, I'm like, whoa, what bits of information did I take on board? What bits shouldn't?
Who do you listen to? Who do you believe?
Yeah.
Because obviously everyone's got the different angle. But I have to stop watching it.
Okay.
Completely. So obviously I got a bit emotional about it.
Of course.
In the sense of you've got that 80-year-old guy
mm-hmm.
that's packed his sandwiches, took a couple of shirts, give me a gun. I'm doing this for my grandchildren.
Mhm.
And I'm worried about my mental health. And he's doing that for his great. And I'm thinking, but I get more and more emotional. And then obviously when the way my brain is over, I overthink. Obviously part of the PTSD is you overanalyze, you overthink. And then I start getting angry at the British government. Why are we allowing somebody to bully somebody else? Because you're going to end up with children. I've got PTSD from what I've seen. They've seen 100 times worse than what I've can even imagine as a child.
Yeah.
And dads are saying goodbye to their children and bits and pieces. All because, okay, we can look at it both ways. There's rights and wrongs. Everyone's got their opinion. This is right. If you're in a certain part of the world, you agree with Putin. If you don't, but nobody's right, nobody's wrong. But nobody deserves, because of people's above them, to have their mental health damaged and lives destroyed. And so it got me so emotional. I was tempted. Then I see a ex-squaddy packing his bag, putting his PG tips in the bag to go fly to Poland to go and help him.
Yeah, I mean, so if those things do affect you, and you lean into, do you just what do you do instead? Because I'm kind of similar. When it happens with COVID, after a while, I was just like, do you know what? There's so much information. Everyone thinks that they have an answer for it. I don't know what any of the answers are. I don't know what any of the, there's so many questions. And so what I did is, and this is super naive. I do get this, right? But I just lent into sort of weird algorithmic things on my Instagram, and now I follow quite a few owls.
Did you say owls?
Yeah, on Instagram. I tell you what, life changing. Owls and whales. Not the place, though. It was their day yesterday. But like,
you're gonna have to explain more with that.
Oh
what?
My God, I don't think there's anything cuter than an owl. Honestly, I will show you, and we'll talk about it next week because people are like, what? But if you're right now, I'm going to look at the camera. If you are ever feeling sad, watch an Instagram video about owls. They are so cute. I know there's so much stuff going on in the world, but it doesn't stop the cuteness of other things. And if I want to make sure I get educated and I know what's going on and blah, 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 and I do watch and read different things, but sometimes I need to step away.
I have to kind of boycott it because it messes with my mental health.
Yeah, and my like soft pillowed room, whatever it is, that comfy niceness that I feel safe in is watching owls on Instagram.
Perhaps that's...
Because life can be really serious. I think you have to balance it out with something that just makes you feel good.
You put it this way, I didn't go obviously turn to watching owls.
Oh, I'm going to get it up now. Come on. I'm talking about the my Instagram.
I go and literally kind of take my mind off it by putting it on something like on Netflix or the gym or focusing on something, because otherwise I just get myself more and more emotionally involved in it.
Yeah.
And
it's hard not to.
There's nothing I can physically do from the UK to help anyone in Ukraine right now.
Okay, so I'm going to give a shout out to some people. So this is a crazy owl overs. Okay, so here we go.
Come on, then I've got.
I will send you this. Look at that, just on the fan. I'll send this to you, Callan, so you can have a look, right? And just the way that they sort of like, just every day, just stroking its little.
That's quite cute.
I don't know if you can see, Callan, but this is what's going on right now. But I will send you this thing, and you can put it on there, on the links below. But they just seem to be so like, they're just so funny. Look at them, and it just make me feel like chilled. I love an owl.
Yeah, because it's a whole different. Nothing serious about them, is it? It's nothing serious. It's an owl walking across a kitchen.
They're just so cute. I don't know if anyone's thought about owls.
I know what it is. He thinks he's part of Harry Potter. He sees an owl and thinks it's going to fly and deliver him a thing.
No. Oh, I've got a controversial statement about Harry Potter.
Go on, then. This should be good. This could cause uproar. We might get some viewers. This one, we might get two.
I only saw the films last year. Now, Callan, I know why you may be saying this. I don't understand why you're saying this, but you also do.
I've watched all the Harry Potter.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, that's cool. And I know people. But when Harry Potter came out, I was at university. It was like children's films. and books. If you watch the first two, they're kids' films, yeah? They get better within, every single
As
one.
they
that comes-
grow,
yeah, of
right?
course. But I was like 19. So I just didn't get it. Though I have watched Fantastic Beasts, which is coming out, and the third one's coming out soon as well. But yeah, I just didn't get
So
it.
I bet you're one of these people who's never watched Star Wars, neither have you?
Of course I watched Star Wars. I'm not like, that's mental. Why would you say that?
Because there's a few weirdos in the world that haven't watched Star Wars.
Do you know why? Because it's fine if you watch it as a youth. It's not for everyone, because a lot of people don't like sci-fi. If you watch those first three films, which are now like the other section of the films, not that actually 1, 2, and 3, don't watch them, terrible. So you want to watch 4, 5, 6, this is fine, and then you can watch the others if you feel like it. But if you watch them now, no matter how much they do to it, it still doesn't look great. If you watch Jurassic Park now, it still looks great. If you watch Matrix now, it still looks great.
There's a new Matrix as well, which I worked that out the other day as well.
No, there isn't. I'm just going to say, no, there isn't. No.
Did you not know that?
No, there isn't. There is no other. There's only one Matrix. None of the others exist because they're all terrible. Absolutely terrible, terrible, terrible films. One is incredible. Like, absolutely incredible. It will just, if it's on TV, I'll just stop and watch it straight away. That's another thing
So
for
hang
me.
on, you're saying, right, okay. So we're talking about anything about mental health.
Yeah.
We're talking about Matrix and owls,
Mm-hmm.
and you choose owls.
Yeah. What would you choose? What's your thing? What's your go-to?
Matrix, watching owls, Matrix.
No, but okay, but like that's just one film. Like, is it films? Where do you go? You say you watch sort of Netflix to sort of
Like
chill
the
out.
Cobra Kai's,
Yeah.
The Last Kingdom, anything with a bit of
But does that make
history.
you relaxed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the violence is on the stress is on the screen, right?
Yeah,
I
but
can
that's the
sit
same
there
as the
watching-
news.
Yeah, but that's real life.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the bit. It's if you look at most movies,
Mhm.
they're not going around bombing kids.
No. Well, good.
Whereas
I want to watch those
the
movies.
news is watching old people, and I don't know. It's a sore subject for a lot of people. I'd imagine everyone's got an opinion.
Do you know what I do like though? There has been so much support for Ukraine, like all over. I saw in a picture of a charity shop, and they dressed the mannequins in the colours of
What, the
Ukraine.
blue and yellow?
Yeah. Even
Wow.
I did Pancake Run. I was at yesterday for Launchpad, which they raised like over £6,000 of stuff for the homeless people in Berkshire, and so many businesses came out, blah blah blah, and a couple of them were like in these bright, massive tutus, and they were all yellow and blue, and it was really really nice. It was kind of understated, but it was nice support, which I really liked.
That's the way I think. That's all we can do as a nation from being not the army and all the rest of it. But it's
I think even Zinchenko from Man City was made captain yesterday in the FA Cup match for Man City, and he's Ukrainian. So I thought that there's a nice sort of
everyone's
tips
got
on that.
support. I just hope that if this ends in the right direction, it doesn't get worse and more stupid. And
Well, I think the main thing is, I think in the last 2-3 years, we've had things that happened in history that we learnt about when we were younger, that we weren't around, our parents weren't around, maybe our grandparents before that, but we haven't actually had to deal with a pandemic and war
no,
ever. I know there's like little civil wars going around all around, but not anything kind of invasion
to this scale,
way.
yeah.
Yeah.
To the
If I'm completely wrong, please tell me off in the comments. But
it's going to be put in the pot. But no, I avoid
I never
it
read comments.
for-
It's fine.
so it doesn't trigger me. Little things can trigger me. Like I like watching Peaky Blinders.
New series.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
No, I've got it. I want to store it because I can't do one at a time.
I'm worried that it'll trigger my
you good?
PTSD.
He's saying it's good.
The last series, it
Yeah.
triggered my PTSD.
Oh,
And I'd
really?
watched it once already,
Okay.
had nothing. I watched
Maybe
it
don't-
again to catch
Maybe
up.
get Callan to watch it before, and then he can mark down
But I'm
things.
been waiting and waiting. The whole world's been
Yeah.
waiting for this,
Mhm.
right? And I just wanted to wait to see what everybody else said about it before I attempt to see if it messes with my PTSD. I don't know. It's really odd. I don't know why it does it. Literally, I was sat there, obviously, when the last season was on,
Mhm.
and I knew what was going to happen because obviously it's pretty much, you could see where it was going on the storyline. Yeah, I had a full-on meltdown. What's all that about?
I think maybe don't watch the new season. Just
It's
stay away from it.
got-
Scott, for your mental health, Don't watch it.
But
Watch.
it's actually even talking about mental health.
I'm going to send you over the Owl.
Owls and Whales. When you feel a bit down and watch Peaky Blinders, watch a bit of Owls.
Just love a little bit of Owls. It's fine. I'm sending it now.
So obviously, also getting back to this press ups, you got to do it with me then.
Yeah,
As you're already doing, so you're going to double it.
Yeah.
So if every 100 I do, you'll do 200.
Okay.
Have a nice little. So if I do,
You don't make it more because then you've got to do.
Yeah,
more.
that's what I was just about to say. That was like, no.
And what is your press up game? Is it good? You're like you.
I can do press ups. Yeah, I'm quite comfortable. Not 100 in one go, no.
Yeah, 101 goes a lot. I've only ever done 101 go like maybe 3 times. I once got to 97 and I couldn't do 3 more. Couldn't. They were done. Shoulders done.
Yeah, it's done.
You know when you just can't.
There's nothing going back.
No matter if someone's around you, like go on, you're like shut up.
But
you can do it. Shut up.
Listen, one more. Listen, mate, I'm done. Just like see yourself out the door.
Yeah. No one more.
But yeah, no, so I'm going to give that a go for next month. I think that's a nice, easy one before we get.
Well, it is for you. I've got 200 to do a day. That's a lot.
Mate, on a serious note though, but I was not expecting that.
It's a jacket. It's a slim jacket.
It didn't do you any favour. If you looked all right in it.
That's what I want. I don't want people starting me on the street because they think I've got like, but you know what I mean?
You didn't want a bit of that, no.
No one will speak. No one wants anyone grabbing their muscles like the guy that you're talking about.
No?
That's what we're going to find out right at the end.
I even have a T-shirt that says.
Do you know what I worry about? I worry about that. I never put the headphones on properly. I think they're back to front. I'm not sure. How do you find out? They're really greasy. I'm sorry.
It says left ear, right ear.
Yeah, they're the wrong way around. I can feel that. I can feel that they weren't right. Yeah, it's fine. I've got coconut oil all over me as well, so we'll wipe these down nicely. So, yeah, I don't know. I just felt. Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've actually got it right. Thank you.
I thought I'd just out myself on camera. Okay, so this week.
Yep.
Obviously, still walking. What is keeping you motivated to do it? Because the weather is shocking. Weekend looks great. So I think we've got a good Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So what is going to keep you motivated through to do that? Because if you don't do 5 miles a day, you've got to catch up.
Sponsorships help me a little bit.
Okay,
I'm not
cool.
going to lie. So obviously sponsoring me pushes me, that gets me that edge that little bit further. Knowing that it's for a good cause. That's like even I did yesterday morning when I woke up. So it's raining outside. But it's for a good cause, right? I kind of had to motivate myself because I was like, oh, the weather looks shocking. And it was like, okay, come on, right. You wouldn't normally do 5 miles in a week, but 5 miles in the day in the rain needed a little bit of push.
Well, you need to come out with me because if I'm walking every day anyway, just say, hey, Dan, when you going?
That might be a little bit easier.
Yeah, because I normally walk like 7:30 to 9.
Yeah.
And then I'll do a walk, which is now getting later because the evenings are drawing out a little bit now. But I normally go from like between 3:30 till 5, 3:30 to 5:30 sort of thing. I'm not walking for 2 hours.
You must know every alleyway or every secret road in Thiel. Because obviously the only way I know is a kid.
Only because of other people. So they have dogs, so I go dog walking with them, and that's how I know most of the people in my village because of my dogs. Yeah,
makes sense. Question is, do you play golf?
Badly, but yes. Why? We're having a golf day?
No, obviously we was talking about different stuff that I can do, and obviously Callum was saying about he plays golf.
Oh, do you play golf?
He plays golf.
He did a good nod there. I was like, I don't want to play golf with you then. You know when people can play golf? Oh yeah, sorry, he's wearing a golf hat. I wouldn't know. No idea.
Is that genuinely a golf hat?
See, Scott doesn't know. My earphones weren't on the right way, so like, how am I going to know you're wearing a golf hat?
But obviously, not just obviously Callum. Other people have said it helps with the mental health.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. I tell you what's probably quite good. Playing golf is great, but maybe just teeing off.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Like a driving range.
Yeah.
So that was one of that. As much as I don't think I like golf, I think that could be.
I think you're a bit of a stress head with it, so I can imagine that you're just like, why is it not?
I got kicked off of one golf course.
I'm not surprised.
Because apparently I
drinking.
Kept on turfing. No. No, I kept on obviously missing.
Yes, and just taking up the turf.
Is it called turfing? Is that the right thing?
Is it turfing?
Yeah, turfing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was taking chunks out of it.
Fair.
And then obviously free.
I do have a set of golf clubs, to be honest. I don't think they're very good. Actually, my putter, I think, is worth more than all of my clubs combined, plus the bag.
Is that the putter that you'd use for crazy golf?
Yeah, pitch and putt sort of thing. Yeah. I wouldn't be using that putter for that. I just use the plastic.
No, but that's what a putter is. I'm just trying to work out what.
Yeah. You really don't know golf.
I haven't got a clue. I know one's got a big like fat end on it, another one's got like a curved bit on it, and another one's flat for like obviously which you use for crazy golf.
He'll come up with like his golf buggy and everything like that.
Hey, you guys!
Little Happy Gilmore.
But yeah, obviously we'll drag Callan along for that one.
I don't think we need to drag him. I think he's going to drag us.
Well,
that's fine.
So we've got a bit of fishing to do.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, I haven't told Darren yet. Obviously, this might be the way to tell Darren.
Yeah, Darren, we're telling you now.
Wired and workouts. He said he'll come down to a session.
I'm going to be there. So whatever you need to do, whatever camera I'm supposed to look at.
I don't know.
No,
the red one.
Yeah, you were red, but mine were obviously because it was facing you. Look at us doing technical jargon. The red one.
You switched that off. I was doing a catalogue pose and everything.
There you go.
Right, but okay. So how's your mental health been this week? Obviously.
Yeah, no, it's been all right. It's I still don't really sweat the small stuff. I think there's just like little tiny parts of things that just happen. You know, in the moment, kind of crapness, and you're like, you know, you fall over in your wellies or whatever like that, and you're like, what the everything bad's happening today, which is not true. You know what I mean? I just got my jeans.
The world has ended.
Yeah, and so I have to manage that situation. Did I tell you that someone hit my car?
No.
Oh, okay.
Is this
you can do some advice on this, and maybe you can put this down in the comments as well. But someone hit my car, and so I was at the services just at Reading.
Yep.
And just popping to get some food, and I came back. I didn't notice because it wasn't a big hit, but it was enough. And then when I got home, I noticed there was a dent in my door, and what had happened is someone had opened their door into my door. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I was like, oh, that's rubbish. Anyway, lucky enough, I have cameras on my car. So I could see what happened. So I go and have a look what happens. So what happens is a person, I'll send you this video, a person has got into their car, and then it was actually a passenger, and then got back out of the car to take the jacket off. In that moment they went to take the jacket off, and they had the door open. The door swang open really, really hard into my car.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's an accident. It's completely fine. It's an accident. So what you just do is just like, hey, this happened. It's probably going to be less than £100 to fix. I'm so sorry. This is what happened. My door hit your door, and there's a dent in your car. I wasn't in the shop for more than 5 minutes anyway. Anyway, so watch the video back. Not only did they hit my car, then they go to drive off, then they come back, then they look at the door, then they look at their door, then they get back in their car, then they get back out of the car, come round, watch me get into the car, and then watch me drive off and say nothing. So I phoned the police, and the police said that there was nothing they could do.
No.
There's nothing.
It's a civil matter, isn't it?
Yeah, there's nothing they can do. So I have their license plate. Mm-hmm. I have their faces.
Yep.
I have video.
Yep.
What should I do?
What I would suggest you do.
Can we put it on the Berkshire channel? And
is to go and get a quote. If you get a quote,
I've got it fixed. It's already done.
Was it more than your excess?
Yeah. No. It was literally like £65.
So what the reason where I was going to go with that was if it's more than your excess, go for your insurance.
Yeah, it was.
If it's not, I would politely contact them.
Okay. Politely.
No violence needed.
No. Can I send you? You and Callan can do it.
£60 plus 8% interest plus compound interest.
Yeah. No, all I really wanted is like they literally watched me.
I bet you would have been really happy with. Oh, look, I'm sorry, this has happened.
I'd be like, do you know what? I'll go and see. There's great fixes just in Thiel actually, Kramer's I think they're called, and they did my car and they were great. And it's £65. I was probably like, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Like accidents happen, it's cool. But them not saying anything.
It's the sleaziness of it, right?
I just hate it. And what I want to do is I want to make a YouTube video about it and just naming and shaming them and like find them, because you know I've got everything on there. And like people said, don't do that. Some people said do that. You know, I don't really know what would be your advice on that.
For my own mental health.
Remember, we're being filmed.
For my own mental health, I would, for my own peace of mind, I would
just leave it.
Give them the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
to come forward. They didn't.
They're not going to do that.
No, they didn't.
No.
Because that's the coward's way out, right?
Yeah.
Nobody. I think if people took more responsibility for their behaviour, obviously you've got them on CCTV.
Yeah. I know.
I would charge them. I would go out of my way. If someone had apologised to me, which someone has, someone's got out of the cars before.
Why don't we leave it to the
right
viewers? Our one viewer, why don't you write down below and say what you think we should do? Let's do that. Okay?
And if you're a hitman,
You can't look at the camera. It's on me.
there we go. If you're a hitman,
No, stop. No, we don't need to hire anyone. It's fine.
that's not good for your mental health.
No, don't do that.
That job is very bad. You need
Don't.
to change. to
Sometimes you
being-
just need to scream into a pillow, and then it's fine. Okay, I don't want to take too much of your time. You've got another 5 miles, 5.7 miles to do today. What is a route that you're going to go on, and are we going to get a video? Oh, no, you're going to do it on treadmill.
We'll do it on a treadmill.
So I want a video of this, not the whole 5.7 miles. That's way too long,
No,
but
I'll
like
do it.
some.
Yeah, I'm going to do a little video while I'm on it.
Yeah.
And then obviously take the picture of the results so people can see, obviously from my phone,
Yeah.
also what it says on the treadmill, because it will be starting at 0 to...
And you've done a video already of you doing you walk
I've done a walk yesterday, a little video of me out by the lakes and bits and pieces.
Well, why don't we have a little space that everyone can watch that?
Well, this is where, obviously Callum come up with to get a couple more days to kind of put it together, day 1, day 2.
I
Yeah.
see.
He's not just a pretty face,
He's
right?
very, yeah, well, you know, he's
So
very,
obviously
very
that's what I've
handsome, you know. So, no, he hasn't had his haircut. Let's not ruin it, okay?
But I think definitely you're right. We need to get him a mic because we could have had a...
Yeah, we could have some.
We could have actually gone and had...
And when Ellie's here as well, she'll get her on as well because she does social media. So I think it's fine.
We could.
Yeah,
We could
do
get
it.
everybody involved.
Many voices.
Yeah, so I'm going to do the treadmill today.
Cool. Words of wisdom for the week. What are your words of wisdom, Scott? Scott's challenge.
Rain is good for your mental health.
Oh, what a great meme for the rest of
No,
today.
it's... I like sleeping
Yeah.
while it's raining outside. You know, like having the window open, hearing the rain.
Yep.
That is peaceful.
Like that.
Because I think part of it now I've just realised is because I am dry, and you know that there's other people stupid enough like me out walking in the rain.
Easy.
Nice and peaceful.
I get that because it's I think it's like an audiophile is what they call it, like loving sound and stuff like that. So
oh, what, the rain?
Is it white? That's white noise. But I love ticking of a clock, and it sounds really stupid. I don't want it in the bedroom. That's terrible. But sometimes I will just listen to my clock ticking on my wrist. I love it.
While watching owls.
And whales. It's truly crazy.
Oh, so okay, go on then. So you've asked me the wisdom for the week.
I think what you should just do is anytime you feel like you can't be bothered, you should do it. So if you say to yourself, I can't bother to do that, you should go and do it. If it's the tiniest thing of like, just going, I can't bother to put the bins out, go and do it. Because it's done, because you're going to have to think about it again. Why think about anything more than once? If you think about it, go and do it.
That's exactly how the attitude I had to set this morning. I didn't want to empty the washing machine and put the next load on. It was like...
But you're making that job even longer, and then you're thinking about it more, and then that's not great for your mental
before you
health.
know, yeah. It's just, then, oh, God, I've left it 3 days in there. I've got to wash it again. Never done that.
Same time next week?
Yes, same time next week. And hopefully I would have done well over a week's
quickly.
worth
This is kind of wrong. I did buy you a present. I bought you some tit tape. So if you get sore nipples while I'm doing this walk-in, you can put that on there. I've actually just got you boob tape, which is when you're wearing a nice dress, but you can still put them on your nipples just in case you get a bit raw nippled by all your walking. I'm just saying.
Oh,
There you go.
Thanks, mate.
That's right.
My question is, did you buy this especially for me?
Yes.
Wow. You actually... Oh, that's quite nice. You actually put some thought into that.
A little bit of thought.
Tip tape.
Yeah.
Nice.
Never know when you need it.
Pre-cut tape.
Yeah, there's just like little ones you can just put on there.
Oh, I don't know if I can use it. This one's made in China.
Everything's made in China.
Yeah, see, I'm not happy about that. Why can't
Good job
we
we're going to cut
British
before
tape?
that.
Is there British tape?
No.
Tip tape?
No, it's too expensive. I'll
Cheaper
see.
to get it from China.
Yeah, I got it from China. Literally shipped all the way through.
Oh, thank you, mate.
I'll see you next week.
See you later, buddy.
Bye bye.